Hey folks, this is Rod with Win by Doing, coming to you with a What's Sold video. It's been like a forever and a day since the last time I did a video on what I've sold, so I thought I'd come to you. This one's going to cover November. And just to kind of show that I do actually sell things and not just come out with videos of things that I'm buying, because you know what, we all buy stuff, but what really becomes helpful, I believe, is when you see things that are actually selling, and it also kind of legitimizes the fact that I am a reseller and not just a hoarder buried alive. Anyway, let's get right into it. First item we have going here is a pair of pre-owned men's Reebok CrossFit shoes. I believe these were a size 9. I picked them up at a Goodwill for, I want to say, $7 or $8. It's hard for me to remember that far. I've had them for a couple months, and I ended up taking, I just want to make sure, I ended up taking best offer, and it ended up being $37.49 free shipping, and I think probably shipping on these is probably around $10-12 for my location. So still a profit turned on these. Much more around the profit that margin that I like to be averaging. But you'll see through here, especially when I get into games, that profit margins aren't as large as we hope. Next item I have in here is cufflinks. This is a vintage horseshoe and horsehead equestrian cufflinks. You can see there's quite a bit of wear on the toggles themselves. The fronts were in pretty decent condition. There was a little bit of wear on the nose of the horse here. But still, I thought they were pretty cool. Ended up letting those go for $14.99 plus shipping, and they went out first class, so let's just estimate $3 for shipping on those. The next one was this hard to find color combination for the Ohio State Buckeyes, and it was black on black. Didn't see really any of those out there, so new without tags. Ended up selling it. I had it listed for $27.69 originally. I actually ended up taking a best offer and sold it $17 plus shipping. So out the door it went out for $20.96. Next item I have is one of the exceptions of games that actually return a high profit margin if you can find it for the right price. Super Smash Bros. Melee, Nintendo GameCube, one of the probably most sought after games that I personally do find. I think this is the third one that I've found. And as you can see, this isn't the best condition. This was not completed, did not have the manual, and you can see that the cover art, there's creases all through here. And just to show you, there was no manual, just the disc, the case, and pretty crappy looking cover art to boot. Ended up going to auction. These I always auction off to see what I can get. I think I usually start them around $30. Went up to $46 free shipping. Next item, I actually had two of these. I'm just going to go past the first one. This is Lowe's, Team Lowe's Racing, Mike Skinner. Yes, that's what it is. I have absolutely no clue about NASCAR. I don't get the concept of it. I guess if I was actually going to the race and drinking beer, tailgating, that would be one thing, hanging out with my friends. But to actually watch it on TV, it's just not for me. Kudos to you that get into it. But anyway, I ended up had these listed for $19.99 each, and I ended up taking the best offer because the guy wanted both of them and just really wanted to get the hats out of my inventory, and I ended up taking $10 a piece shipped. So hats are very minimal weight, and I think I was still able to get two of them out first class. And yes, they went in a box and out the door. Next item we have here is Need for Speed Carbon. as I mentioned before, yeah, games, most, I would say probably 90% of the games out there is only going to bring you a couple dollar profit. $2 to $5, 7 or 8 if you're lucky. Not everything's going to be a Super Smash Brothers, but that's why I still pick them up. I ain't gonna lie. I just have that bug that if I see video games for $1 or less, I'm gonna buy them. So you figure all of these games I have less than $1 in. So if you can sell them even at a cheaper price, you're still doing, you're still making money. This one I ended up getting $12.74 free shipping. Here's another one, Tony Hawk's Proving Ground for the PS3. This one went out $11.04 shipping or free shipping. So like I said, you're talking by the time you get fees figured in there, shipping, you're already down $5 or $6. So you're talking maybe a $4 to $5 profit on that, and just enough to pay for your time to throw them in an envelope, print out your shipping label, and get it to the post office. Next item was a home sourced item. This is a Frozen Olaf. If you're not familiar with Olaf, check out. Well, I'm sure that if you have kids, you know about Frozen. But Olaf is a fun-loving snowman in the animated classic by Disney titled Frozen. Next item, that one I ended up $5.09 plus shipping. That went first class. No profit really whatsoever on that. Next time, I've had these snowboard boots for quite some time. They're size 9, DC black. I've had them in my inventory since spring, I believe, and finally was able to get rid of them. $38.25 free shipping is what they ended up going for. Had them on sale from my original list at $45, and most of the skates and snow boots and stuff like that, I'm paying $2. I'm usually winning them at an auction for. So still, even sitting in my inventory, it still turned it was still worth holding on to them for as long as it did. Next item was a $2 buy at the auction. This is a U.S. Soccer zip up with tags, Rhinox. Ended up getting $12.74. I'm just making sure that I'm not lying to you. No, I actually took best offer, $10 plus shipping. Ended up going flat rate envelope. So total out the door was $16.65. Another set of cufflinks. These 10 karat gold horsehead equestrian cufflinks, pre-owned. Ended up selling those for $59.99 free shipping. That was and these cufflinks, they I literally I've got anywhere from 50 cents to $1.50, $2, because I usually buy them at a lot. The most I think I paid was $18 for 4 of them, so I guess that would be about $4.50. But they're still doing me pretty well. They're more of a longer haul, mid to long haul item, I believe, but they'll still sell. Next up, I have another game, Baten Kaitos Origins for the Nintendo GameCube. This one was complete. It had both discs, the manual, and then the GameCube health and safety precaution booklet. Excuse me. Here's the funny thing about this one. This one went out GSP. And I ended up getting the message they wanted to process a return, or they wanted a refund, because they said it smelled like smoke and it was in worse condition. I don't know. I clearly, first of all, I'm just going to say this. If you look at the image close up, you'll see that there are scuffs and scratches in the disc itself. When you actually look at the my listing, I do state it was in good condition. Case is not perfect condition. Disc may have minor surface scratches, as this is a pre-owned game disc. So, you know, I try to be as clear and upfront as I possibly can. I try to take as good pictures as I possibly can, but sometimes it's just not good enough. Long story is, this one was sent out GSP, and if you have a return through GSP and you have any questions regarding that return, you have to go through GSP Europe, or I think this might have been Germany, and I had to do all my communication in German, which I do not speak German. So, you know, thank God for Google Translate nowadays. You can type in any English statement and hit translate, and it'll translate it into whatever language you desire. So I tried to get help on the US side. They're like, we can't do anything. You have to reach out to the seller or the buyer's region, eBay, because our systems don't talk. So finally, I found somebody on the US side that told me specifically what to say, and basically I sent him back a message that said, escalate this to the GSP Global Shipping Program. And that was the last I heard from him. Anyway, I ended up winning a return. I got to keep my money. I don't know whether this buyer got to keep the disc, if they sent it back. All I know is that it's resolved and I didn't lose anything on it. So good thing on GSP. Bad thing is that you can't commute. I guess here's my only gripe, and I'll just spit it out there. If I am selling something, someone purchases that from a different country, and there's any issues, I believe that buyer should communicate with the seller's eBay region, not the other way around. It doesn't logically make sense to me, but hey, not everyone thinks like I do. If they did, the world would be a better place. I'm just kidding. Next item we have here is Catherine for the Xbox 360. Ended up selling that for $12.98, free shipping. Moving right along, Tekken 6 for the PS3 at $12.98, free shipping. And that, I believe, is... Well, yeah, now we're going to move on to some other than games that actually carried a little bit higher profit margin. But the story behind these, I purchased this sound. It was a reel-to-reel sound player. Basically, you put your reel-to-reel music on there, hit play, and boom. So I'm digging through the box. I think I paid $12 to $14 for it. And the sad thing is, when I dug through the box, there was no cord in it. I mean, like, what the... There was a cord, but it wasn't a cord that went to the player. So I don't know what I'm going to do with that. But on the flip side, or on the better note, the box was filled with these 16 millimeter films. Do I know anything about films? No. I had to Google to find out how to tell what size of film they were. Just a note, 16 millimeter films go for a higher sell price than 8 millimeter. So if you do come across film, make sure you're looking at your comps and make sure you're looking at 16 versus 8 or 24 or 35, all the different sizes of films that are out there. So anyway, this first one, titled Wyoming in Color, Douglas, Wyoming, 1979. It sold for $19.99 plus shipping, and all these went through Media Mail. And my disclosure, this item is not tested. Sold as is. Appears to be in good condition. Canister and film titled Wyoming in Color, Douglas, Wyoming, 1979. I did not have a 16 millimeter projector to confirm the contents, which I didn't want to go out and buy a 16 millimeter projector just to test these out. So anyway, this one went out $19.99 plus shipping. The next one, Colorado Fall Colors, 1975. That one went $9.99 free plus shipping. And a lot of these had size. Like the cheaper ones, they were like this size versus the larger ones were bigger. 60 millimeter film titled Yellowstone Vacation, 1834 plus shipping. 16 millimeter film titled Reno Snowmobiling 1975 went for 1834 plus shipping. I put all these for auction because I really didn't know. I had no idea how to price them because because of the content. Is there a desire for them? So it was a good test to find out. If I come across these again, will I pick them up? And based on what this test to the ones I picked up on accident, I would definitely look at picking up some 16 millimeter films if they came across my view when out doing sourcing, as long as I was getting a decent price for it. Next item, I had bought these Atari 2600 games. I want to say there's like 103 of them, and I paid, the more I think about it, it was like 96 of them, and I paid like $86. Anyway, I had less than $1 in these games. Didn't know how well they would do. I know they don't drive a lot, but I thought, let's see how well I do. And there we go. I lotted them up 5, 6 to a lot, and put them out there for $15 plus shipping. So this first set, Mega Mania, Raiders and Lost Ark, there's Breakthrough Breakaway. I'll make that larger there so you can see if it'll let me. It will not. Pitfall and Pitfall 2. And I ended up getting $15 plus shipping, and I shipped them priority mail because they're going to be over £1, and anything over £1, if I can fit it in a priority envelope, I do. Sometimes if it's over 14 ounces, I'll do the same because the price is comparable. Next item, I had this Rotary International belt buckle, solid brass, pre-owned. Ended up getting $11.03 plus shipping. This is actually a loss. This Eddie Bauer flannel long sleeve plaid shirt. Guess what? It wasn't flannel. I guess the plaid threw me off. I ended up I was in good communication with them prior to the transaction all the way through the return process, and they still left me good feedback. So thank you if you ever see this video, and thank you for understanding the mistake and leaving that positive feedback for me. Anyway, it was a decent shirt. It would have sold for I'm just making sure I'm keeping myself, $16 is the offer. I took free shipping, and anyway, that was my loss of the month. Oh, we did have one more game, MotorStorm Pacific Rift for the PS3, and that went out the door $14.98. Let me just double check and make sure I did not. Oh, I did take a best offer, $10 free shipping. So anyway, that's what I put in for November sales. Some things did really well for me, some things not a huge profit, but still profit all the same. And that one item that was actually a loss, but hey, that is what it is. It's cost of doing business, as they say. Anyway, I'm going to catch you in the next one. Thanks for watching. If you're enjoying the content, make sure to hit that subscribe button and hit the like, thumbs up if you did enjoy it. If you didn't, go ahead and leave a thumbs down. Leave constructive criticism on what you think I could do better to improve this content. Anyway, that's it for today. I'll catch you next time. Peace out.